5 tips for an outstanding professional headshot. Good morning, sessionistas and photogs, and welcome to Photogs Life. My name is Chris Calumberan, and I'm the chief photographer and founder of Chris Calumberan FZE. Please visit our social media pages. The links are down below. If you find this blog post very interesting and useful, please subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. In case you found us here online for the first time and you are planning to do a headshot session, use the promo code #PhotogsLife and we will give you a great deal on your first headshot session with us. Thank you very much. The research material came from www.beginwithin.life. So this is written by Miss Tara Bossier. She is the Communications Director, Editor-in-Chief for Begin Within. She is a military veteran, a spouse, and a mother of 5 kids. An awesome job, really tough. I remember my mom raising us 5 siblings, and they have a family Instagram page. Years are blended. Beautiful, very good, awesome. So please follow their website, www.beginwithin.life. Whether you are in the entry level of your position in your field, there is one thing that can set you apart from the competition. And it will help you create that first lasting impression, which is a headshot. A headshot is an answer. It's a tool for you to be up from the competition itself. That's one thing. Nearly all of the potential employers search for applicants online. They see your photograph on your social media. They study you and look at your postings. The best face forward is to have that professional headshot, and it will create that positive first impression. A high quality headshot is the one thing that can advance your career. It's also overlooked by most and so underrated. So it is imperative to have a headshot taken. Now it's all digital. They have access to your personality. They have access to your social media accounts, and they will judge you for your headshot profile. Imagine that. Or 5 tips to ensure that your investment is a wise decision, because a headshot is indeed an investment. So you put your best face forward. Be prepared the night before. Prepare your wardrobe, prepare your hair product. Make sure you know the location of the studio. Things like this. Prepare the night before, but do the planning as early as that, earlier than that, like a week before. Do the planning a week before and prepare yourself the night before, obviously. Take a long bath or shower and relax, before the shoot. Because this is very important. You call it the beauty rest. Hydrate and avoid alcohol. If you are well hydrated, your skin will glow and it will show on the photograph, how healthy you are. So hydrate before the shooting. Number 2, invest in professionals. Very important. Invest in professional. I know you might have a friend who is working as a photographer. More or less you can get a good headshot, but please trust your professional. Trust your professional. Work with a photographer that you are comfortable with. Also, if you have the budget, please invest on a makeup artist, a hairdresser, or a groomer for yourself. Because the photographer, he cannot always check on what's wrong, or he is doing. In our mind, we are looking at the totality of everything. Sometimes there are some details that are left unchecked, like for example a smudge on the lipstick or a smudge on on an eyeliner. Those things, obviously Photoshop can do that, but if you have a dedicated makeup artist or a dedicated hairstylist for you, or a groomer, they will look how they will focus on how you look. As photographers, I look at the aesthetics, I look for the silhouette, and I look for the flow of how architecturally it's gonna be sound, your photograph. Express yourself, tell a story, tell your story. Our previous blogs, we talk about personality before glamour, which is totally correct, really right, because you are sharing your story, you are telling who you are, you are you know be yourself and represent yourself in your corporate industry. This will, you can use your props, you can shoot on location, you can shoot in your office, you can shoot on your workplace, things like this. It is somehow or somewhere that will represent you and tell a story who you are. And it's what it only does. It really draws potential opportunities, for employers and clients, because you are telling your story. You're not selling them, you are telling your story, and it makes more interesting for them to look at, or to see who you are, and then eventually becomes your client or become your employer in the future. So another question would be, how many headshots should you have? For starters, it's nice to start with 1 or 2 headshots at the moment. The really essential look that you would find or that you would need, in that moment. You can have the casual look or 2 formal looks, so that you can, play around and use some of them in the future, or some of them in multiple accounts that you may have. You can make a good deal with a photographer that you would know. You can make a revisit. You can stagger the payment, or you can have that every 6 months visit with them. So if you're going there regularly, you assure that your photographer would give you a great deal when you sign up for a regular visit with them, so that you will have content for your social media. Not only that, you can also update the database of the talent agency that you are registered with. This is really professional. Because sometimes years go by without updating a talent agency website or a talent agency database, and you get left out. So number 5, where should you use your headshot? You should use your headshot on your profiles, on your social media, on your LinkedIn, on your Facebook, on your Twitter. On your resume, or if you have your own website, you can use that great headshot professionally done, so that it sets you apart from your competition. So you can also update, as we said, update that model agency database. It is very important to have a representation. You're putting your face on that name that you are trying to sell, or you're trying to look for a job. Having the best face forward is clearly a representation of you as a professional to your future client, for your future employer. That is why it is very imperative nowadays to have a professional headshot done. So there you have it. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you.